Ramble.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Welcome to Guilty Pleasures. I'm sorry, just starting with a groan like that already.
You know what? We had like very few choices. It was either I live my life a quarter mile at a time or vroom vroom.
Welcome to a very special episode of Guilty Pleasures. And I know we throw that around, but holy shit, you guys. I'm just going to get it out of the way and say that on this podcast, we are meeting Vin Diesel, we are meeting Michelle Rodriguez, John Cena, and director Justin Lin, the entire creative team behind Fast 9. Oh my God, Kelsey, I'm excited.
And the entire Fast and Furious franchise.
I'm
not just Fast 9.
Ooh, I am. So here's the deal. Garrick's not here right now.
Oh my God, tell the people.
Because we are surprising him. I got an email about a week ago, and it was like, hey, Zach, do you want to Zoom interview the cast? Because we got a new trailer dropping. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. But not without my familia. We ride or die together. We're doing this. We're all or nothing. So...
Wait, I can't believe that this is happening only weeks after we did a Guilty Pleasures episode about Fast and Furious.
Our impact.
Like, we manifested this shit into existence.
Out of control.
Baby. And exclusively talked about how all of us were the biggest Fast fan, and then this happened.
It's too good to be true. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get Garrick in here, but it is a surprise for him.
Can't tell him.
We got the new trailer, so we're gonna be able to react to that, talk about how insanely cool this movie looks. But that's all you need to know. We're surprising Garrick. I think the fact that I've been able to make this an emotional gift for Garrick has taken me. It's been like that layer of separation where I have not been as excited about this the last week as I should be, because I'm just thinking about I'm doing a nice thing for my bro. But now it's starting to hit me that I am going to.
Well, because you're a huge fan.
I'm a huge. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It started out as oh my gosh, a strategy thing for Rick, and now it's oh but fuck, wait. We also get.
It's getting real.
Talk to Vin Diesel.
It's getting
very real.
I just want you to picture this audience. Vin Diesel's perfect fucking voice is going to be blessing your ear holes. Just. Oh my God. Sensually fucking your earbuds.
Oh, but just mere moments from now.
Oh my God.
We have to get everything out of the way. We have to bring Rick on. And we have to pretend like we're reviewing the trailer.
Let's go for it. Let's bring him in. So just so you know, Garrick knows. He thinks that we are just talking to director Justin Lin. Very exciting in and of itself. He does not know about the stars to follow.
No.
We'll see ya.
No, he doesn't.
Right now. Look, there are a lot of very valid stressors out in the world right now, both personally and just things we're all going through. A pandemic, the state of politics. Frankly, my body gives me a lot of strife, but just because things are hard doesn't mean that you don't deserve happiness. BetterHelp is here to help. They are here to assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and private online environment. It is so convenient that you can start communicating in under 48 hours.
It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. Send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions.
You can find particular expertise. They've got licensed professional counselors who specialize in depression, anger, stress, anxiety, LGBT matters, relationships, and so much more. And of course, anything you share is always confidential. So many people are using BetterHelp that they're actually recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. We want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at BetterHelp.com/guiltypleasures. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. BetterHelp.com/guiltypleasures.
Oh, I'm seeing that in theaters. I'm seeing it in theaters, and I'm bringing my popcorn, and I'm going.
I'm wearing leather pants.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna wear leather pants and a chain and a ripped up greasy shirt, and I'll be there. Private theater, baby. Let's rent one.
For one reason and one reason only.
Yep.
Familia.
That's it. That sweet family.
sweet familia. So this episode is going to be crazy, guys. We actually. This doesn't feel real. We're going to speak to director Justin Lin. He came on with Tokyo Drift.
TD. The
3,
big TD.
4, 5,
The
6.
best of the franchise, in
Like,
my opinion.
incredible.
Whoa.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Jumped off for 7 and 8, but is now coming back on for 9, 10, and 11.
Got that big contract.
Yeah.
Big contract. 3
He's
movie
sleeping
contract.
good.
Oh yeah.
So we have a trailer reaction. We'll get into that. Have you guys ever done a press day before? Because it's weird.
No.
Yes. That was great timing.
Yeah, not at all.
I have, because I've been in the hosting space for quite a bit. Back in the BuzzFeed days, even prior to that, I would always go to these like red carpet things or like a behind the scenes day. And it's always crazy because you're one of many people that these stars are going to talk to. Usually they're like the same 10-ish questions. There's like rules upon rules upon rules, and you have to be on your best behavior. But this is the first time I'm doing one over Zoom, which I feel like we can get away with a little fun.
Yeah, because I'm in my underwear, and you're not gonna tell me what to do while I'm in my underwear. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna ask the
I'm
questions.
in my
that I wanna
home.
ask.
Yeah.
I'm in my home.
We're going to be in like a digital break room with a bunch of real journalists.
Very
we are
real.
not that.
No.
And then one by one, we're going to get picked out, and then we're going to be in a room, and there he is. It's going to be a fun time.
Yes.
Well, we got a sneak peek at this trailer. This trailer is now out everywhere.
Yes.
And whoa.
Wow.
Big deal.
This movie,
Big
it
deal.
looks like it just took the Fast franchise and dialed it up. So we're gonna do a little mini pleasure, a little mini guilt.
Dialed it up to 9. Oh.
Ah,
yeah.
Rick.
There it
That was
is.
good.
The first pleasure, we had to sign an NDA to not reveal this until this moment, but now the world knows
Now they
who
know.
wants to say it. The
Say
end
it,
of the
Rick.
trailer.
Say it, Rick.
They're going to fucking space, baby.
Yeah.
Going to space. The
I
joke
can't believe
worked. The internet
Oh my
campaigns
God.
worked.
Yes.
Can you
It's
believe
crazy.
it? We bullied them into changing the Sonic design and sending Ludacris into space, and I fuck with that. You know,
In a car. They're going to space in a car,
car.
with a rocket
In a
ship
car.
strapped to it.
So the final moment of this trailer, Ludacris and Tyrese are having their wonderful banter, which,
course.
look, I know on this show we have not gotten to the later movies yet. Tyrese and Ludacris,
great.
they might be the best comedy duo since Abbott and Costello.
Oh, I knew you were going to fucking
since
say
Harold
that.
and Kumar.
Well, yeah, since Abbott Costello, Harold and Kumar, and
Luda and Tyrese, that's the trinity right there.
Tyrese and Luda. There you go.
But they're in literal spaceman costumes. They're in a car with a rocket attached to it. They launch off an airplane and shoot off. And what I love about this moment, like, I think I was expecting like a car driving up a rocket and then Vin Diesel like bouncing on the moon.
Yeah.
And you guys, like, I know I'm gonna get fucking lit up for saying this and roasted so hard. I think they took, oh my God.
What?
A believable spin on going to space with cars.
So it is. I agree. They added that little thing where they drove off, the car drove off or whatever,
Yes.
drove off the cliff, and then it got caught by another, like a plane, and they're just like,
Yes.
all right, this is who we're dealing with. Cool. We have to even the odds, I guess. So let's strap the same rocket engine that old boy was working on in, like, I don't know, Fast 6 or whatever, where he's just like, is that a rocket engine strapped to a car? That's crazy.
Pontiac, something.
Yeah, to a Pontiac, and he never like really did anything with it.
And it's not just
That's
a plane
yeah.
that scoops him up. It's a magnetic plane, which is my pleasure of this. Is baby, we brought magnets to this.
Ooh, magnets.
To this chapter
There are a
of
lot of magnets
our
going
franchise. There is some. They said, okay, we've done planes, trains, automobiles, now space. How can we possibly keep doing the most batshit insane car stunts? You add a magnet,
Giant
and you can make them do shit.
But
They're not
And
supposed
magnets
to.
going both ways.
Yeah.
Magnets pulling cars, magnets pushing
Pushing
cars.
Oh, you don't think we're gonna see a force of them coming together, a push and pull moment?
I'm actually surprised that it took them this long to attach magnets to things, because like that's the car's natural enemy is magnetic forces. You know.
I mean, they are like superheroes. Their only kryptonite is like dying in a car crash or magnets. And they can't kill them all off, so it's got to be magnets, baby. Right. And Charlize Theron is back with that fucking mushroom haircut. I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of superheroes, I realized I should give a mini synopsis. We obviously have not seen the movie.
But
the newest Fast installment sees Vin Diesel taking on his biggest adversary yet, family. John motherfucking Cena. John Cena stars as Jacob, Vin's brother, in a piece of absolutely inspired casting, and is being manipulated by former villain Charlize Theron, as you mentioned. We got Helen Mirren back in this shit. She drives in this trailer, and it looks like taking both trailers together now. It is taking us on a full, at all hands on deck adventure. But look, we've already been here. This is an action franchise. I clocked. One, Vin Diesel catches a car.
With his bare hands.
His head breaks through plaster. John Cena is going down, or one of them is going down a zip line, and the other one jumps out and off a building and smashes them through a window. The action in this movie looks nuts.
My favorite was when I think it's Michelle Rodriguez or one of the ladies are driving a motorcycle through the jungle, and she breaks a man's back on a tree just by throwing him off of the motorcycle. Snaps him clearly in half, like a fucking pretzel.
It was... Did you also notice what Han did? So Han is back. Hashtag justice for Han. We are so stoked. Again, like we're going out of order here, just like the Fast franchise. You are hearing us rave about the 9th movie before we've gotten through. But did you guys see Han brutally murders someone in this trailer? Or a couple people.
They don't care about human life. They killed multiple people. I don't know if you know.
Did you not hear the magnets?
Criminals. Like, you have to realize there's no like ups and downs or whatever.
No,
it's all
but that's
great.
what I liked about this one was like it felt fucking dirty, like the first 1 through 3.
Yeah, it felt
like we crossed into more like action-packed blockbuster, but this felt like fucking dirty, bitch.
Yeah.
Felt gross.
Felt disgusting.
I felt like a rat was in the fucking area. Like, I smell a rat.
It's like grunge. It was grungy.
Grunge.
Yeah.
I like that.
I will say I'm a little upset. There is one moment in the trailer that I'm not going to lie. It was hilarious, but I feel like I've lost my best opportunity at being in this franchise. So Ramsey, who is, what's her name? Natalie Emmanuel, who you remember as Khaleesi's second hand in Game of Thrones. She has this incredible bit where she's like, guys, bad time to tell you, I don't know how to drive. And so we have an action sequence where one of the Fast characters doesn't know how to drive. And that is so funny.
She's a woman.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, but I mean, I get it, but there are a lot. I feel, come on,
Is she British?
I feel like there are a lot
London,
of women.
Right? Londoners don't drive.
Is she from London?
She's from London.
They drive on the wrong side of the road.
London. Yeah.
She's driving on the wrong
I feel
side.
like there are plenty of women who are incredible drivers in this franchise that it gets away with it just being a comedic choice. But that was the role I was gonna play. Yeah. I was gonna be
the guy non-driving who soft boy.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Speaking of women, I don't know. I don't know who did this, but I think every time a woman knees a man through something, like through a wall, I come a little bit, just a little bit. It's just like seeps out a little, and just like
Garrick, don't talk about your cum seeping out a little bit, please. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's just great.
No.
Even in Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, when she kneed dude through the wall, I was like, yes, there it is.
Good moment.
That's all. That's when I fell in love with Gal Gadot.
I don't know if you noticed this, but that scene you're talking about where it's Jordana and Michelle Rodriguez fighting one dude and they knock him through a wall, it looks like we're in Tokyo, baby.
Oh.
Did you notice the neon lights?
The world.
Oh shit, you're right.
I do believe we might be in Tokyo.
If we're in Tokyo
wouldn't that then like
and Han gets his RX-7 back, I would love that so much.
I thought you were gonna say you would have cum seep out again.
Oh, it will. It will. I mean, I thought that was given, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I have to study it a little bit more. But again, we only got this trailer for a very short amount of time because that's what happens with press. They're like, take a lookie, no recording, no saying anything. We take it away from you.
So to go into that a little more, we got it on Sunday for a 2-hour window. Yes. And then once the 2 hours were done, I tried to press play again. It's like, nah, we're done here. So we had to take these notes. Now, of course, the trailer is out. By the time you're listening to this, everyone has seen it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we're not hitting. I mean, there's a truck that literally, like, it's not even an 18-wheeler. It's like a 47-wheeler.
Train.
It's like a truck train or something like that.
Stands on its head and then flips over.
They do like
the
wait. Dark Knight trailer flip thing, and
it's literally a trailer flip.
Nice.
Thanks.
Did you guys notice? There's one moment where Charlize and John Cena are on screen together. Is she taller than him? Like significantly taller than him?
She might be with heels on for sure.
But I thought it was like a power thing. Like she's
like, was he on his knees? I didn't know, but it was very disorienting because he's so beefy. I've seen her in real life. She is a stunning gazelle of a woman.
Yes.
The tallest. She's very tall. It's possible.
Yeah, that mushroom cap probably helps too.
Yeah.
What mushroom cap?
Her hair. I'm going for the Charlize. You know, it's like I'm getting closer and closer to the Charlize.
If Charlize Theron is wearing 3-inch heels, she's John Cena's height. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I don't know why they would put her in 3-inch heels on a movie set more than 3 inches. That would be suicide.
It looked like she was wearing 8-inch platforms, so there must be something going on in that moment.
I'm just glad she didn't kiss him in this one, because then she'd be a brother fucker, which maybe we'll find out that she is. Familia! Keeping it in the familia.
I'm going to make a guess that John Cena doesn't, make up because he's like, you're an uncle, man. What are you doing? This is your nephew. And then he's going to start crying and they're just going to make up, and it's going to be this beautiful moment. He's going to toss him a Corona or something like that, and he's going to sit down at the table.
He's invited to the cookout? You think by the end of this movie?
Yeah, he's got to be invited to the cookout, but only if he shaves his head. He has to be bald. So
that is, I would say, the thing that disappoints me most about this movie, this trailer, is John Cena. What you doing with that beautiful full head of hair, bro?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't belong.
Not fair.
I'm happy for him in real life.
Do you know what franchise you're in?
Yeah. This is
the best of bald.
The Bald and the Beerious.
The Bald and the Beerious. That's so stupid.
My only guilt here, and obviously we have not seen the movie yet, is that I just hope and pray that between these two trailers, we haven't seen it all. I mean, there's so much action. I mean, these two trailers have set pieces that rival, I think, any movie that has come out in the
Transformers, easily.
It's honestly
War of the World.
Set pieces. It's been Mission Impossible versus Fast and Furious. Who can do the wildest stuff?
Boom,
and
boom,
I'm so happy that Vin Diesel beat Tom Cruise to space. Like, so happy. Like, it.
Not only that, Ludacris beat Tom Cruise.
Ludacris beat Tom Cruise to space.
In a Pontiac GT.
How does that make you feel? That Ludacris, chicken and beer Ludacris, beat you to space.
Damn. Woo.
It feels good. Well, I do have some good news. Well, actually, I should also say, but also in addition to the action, there seems to be real heart to these trailers. And I'm like, I might cry, and I'm looking forward to it.
We're crying.
But I do have some good news for those like me who fear that we've seen it all from the trailers. Guys, I just Googled, this movie is 3 hours and 8 minutes long.
What? Was that the fun fact?
I saw that just before we started recording this, and I gasped. I cannot believe.
Rick is speechless.
That's 2 movies.
I'm excited.
That's 2 movies.
I'm excited.
That is 2 movies.
Oh my God, 3
They're
hours?
They're basically giving us 4 more movies then, if this trend continues.
I am going to drink nothing for a full 48 hours to make sure that I do not have to pee. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even, when Endgame came out, I didn't even have to pee at all because I was so excited. My bladder understood that this was a bigger moment for me.
The mind-body connection is real.
Yeah,
it's a real thing. You can't control that. Well, fuck. Should we do it?
It is 8 a.m. right now, and we are going to jump over to us, giddy with excitement. We're all going to go take our bathroom breaks, and the next time you see us, we will be ready to speak to the Fast and Furious.
Oh my gosh, I have got to tell you about this adjustable strap wireless bra that I got from Third Love. It's their Strappy Scoop wireless bra. I got it in Violet Ice because it's super cute and matches a bunch of my yoga outfits. And Third Love makes more than 80 sizes, okay? I thought I was a 38A. Turns out Mama's a 38B. And I didn't know that until I signed up with Third Love. Every Third Love bra is made with signature memory foam cups. So it's time to break up with your bad bra and fall in love with better bras and undies. They also have that fitting room quiz that I was talking about, a fun and super easy interactive experiences that focuses on size, breast shape, what? Current fit issues, and your personal style to deliver bras and underwears that are perfect for you. Third Love knows your one true fit is out there. So right now they're offering our listeners 20% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/guilty now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 20% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/guilty for 20% off today.
I don't think you can see that my leg is shaking, but it is shaking.
So right now we are in a digital Zoom breakout room with a bunch of press people from all over the world. We don't belong here.
Yes, we do.
I'm kind of freaking out over here.
Your voice is shaking.
Yeah. My whole body is shaking. I feel like my muscles internally fluctuating.
Yeah.
Guys, it's happening. We are being sent in to our first guest. We're going to see how this goes. We got a Google Doc so we can communicate. We will continue to rave and gush about the trailer.
Oh, this is John Cena.
Garrick, there are a couple surprises for you today, and the first is that we have John Cena.
Oh my God.
Surprise, Rick.
Hey, John Cena, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, we're here. We're all connected.
Or for letting us join you, really, in your void of a room.
Welcome to the void.
Yeah.
It's a lot prettier than I anticipated it being.
There's so much not here.
The first question I have, I know that I'd heard you were a fan of the Fast and Furious series before joining. So as the newest member to the team, what do you love about this franchise?
Man, originally I became addicted because its origins were that of the tuner culture and the car culture. And the first installment certainly kind of placed import tuners against American muscle. And I loved, the fact that they based a heist movie around that. I really fell in love with that because I'm a car guy. And then, the movie began to show its flash in 2, and then kind of went back to its roots to embrace drifting in 3, and then began to get really serious about identifying itself as an action blockbuster that continues to deliver. How the hell did they do that? But I think the reason that it continues to evolve and continues to be successful is it has embraced and celebrated diversity from its inception in 2001. It has leaned into the concept of family are those close to you, not necessarily those who bear your last name, but that fact of the people at the end around the barbecue having a Corona are those you love, but not necessarily those of your lifeline. And I think that's a really important conversation to have as we try to unite people rather than divide people. And there's an electricity around Fast. Fast has become larger than life. For some reason, the fans have given a grace, almost like it's okay for these humans without costumes or superpowers to be superheroes. And it's almost like they give that grace. It's very similar to the WWE.
This is beautiful.
This is a perfect
answer. You said I was a fan, so I mean you opened a can of worms.
I feel like I'm hearing myself talk, but more eloquently. This is wonderful.
There's a lot there. So when we look at like 9 films, how does this still happen? It doesn't depend on the zeitgeist. The zeitgeist fuels the narrative, and the narrative is family, and the narrative is we're all in this together, and the narrative is it's celebrating the electricity of the experience. If there's a breakthrough in filmmaking, we'll use the breakthrough to make a better film. We won't just use the breakthrough. If it's about tuning culture in the beginning and tuning culture phases out, we say, okay, how can we take the core of this movie and bring drifting into it, or bring heavyweight actors into it, or bring larger than life action. I think that's why it's 9 films strong with no signs of slowing up.
I have to ask, as a fellow 813 Tampa girl, I watched growing up, like with street racing all around us. I have to ask, did you ever get involved in any of that, Clearwater Bridge drifting or racing? Did you see it around Tampa?
So I came to Tampa in 2003, and I was very immature for my age, but a little bit more adult. Back in my day, in the Northeast, there's always a place to race, and ours was the backstrip of Hampton Beach. It's just a 2-lane one-way that turns around in circles, and it's not the Clearwater Bridge, which is like a 14-mile straight where you can hammer it and really get your money's worth. But it was, I'd say, it was a series of 4 stoplights where you could really test how fast you were. But man, I've heard of rumors, and especially to talk to some of the older generation in Tampa, because I'm kind of involved with the car culture there. Mm-hmm. They talk of the era in the 60s and 70s, which was just otherworldly, and I can only imagine.
Yeah. John, we wish we could speak with you all day. It's such a pleasure. My final quick hit question, you're joining the Fast family alongside such huge names as Vin Diesel, The Rock, Jason Statham, Tyrese. Did you feel ever a pressure to shave your head just to kind of fit in with the guys? Or do you feel...
And I didn't feel the pressure. Mother Nature's taking care of that for me. It's starting at the penthouse, and it'll end up working its way to the basement. So don't worry about that.
Such a pleasure. We cannot wait to see what you have in store. And thank you for the time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Rick, were you surprised?
I was starstruck, so I didn't get to say anything.
Are you a WWE fan?
I'm a John Cena fan.
Okay.
You are?
Yeah. Oh, big fan.
We had no idea. We just kept that a surprise because that was fun.
Extra.
Yeah.
Wait, that meant something to you.
Yeah, it did. That's why I didn't say anything, because I was fucking starstruck. I was like, oh shit. Little fun bit that my roommate Neil and I have, where you can kind of hear my car coming into the garage. So he would cue up the John Cena theme song, so that every time I would open the door, and as I would open the door, it would be playing on like our house speakers. So I just open the door. Dun, 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 dun. It's just, yeah.
Wow. So you feel like the man every time you come home.
You feel pretty powerful. Like, he would also have like different versions of it. Like, one time he played an 8-bit version of it. One time he played with just air horns. It's so funny. It's so
That's such
funny.
a Neil bit. If anyone that knows this man. My favorite part was when we're in the waiting room, which I'm pretty sure we recorded, and Garrick, you just hear go, "Oh shit, this is John," and you just see his face.
He whispers. Like, he goes, John, like John Cena.
Oh shit, this is John. John. Oh shit, this is John. That was so good. Sorry we did that to you, but we swear no more surprises.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Wait, so what would you have asked? And now I feel bad. I feel like I robbed you of an opportunity of a interaction.
Oh.
Let's play it again. What would you have asked him?
I would have asked John Cena, how does he feel being at the forefront of dimpled men? What is that? Dimpled men representation? How does he feel being at the forefront of being like?
Oh, you have a dimple.
I have 2 big boys.
Oh my god!
Jealous.
I only have one. Look at this.
Smacked or whatever.
One.
It's just like you go down the street and everybody's like, look at this smiley bitch, and then you just get, But now it's just like, if it's John Cena, you're not gonna do shit to John Cena.
Wow, congrats.
So he gives us something to strive for.
Ooh, yeah, I know. John Cena was the one that I was stressing about because we were keeping that a secret from you, Garrick.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Because we wanted to surprise you.
I couldn't surprise myself.
I was not expecting him to be like in a fancy room in a suit, but like, of course he is. I thought he was going to be like in his sweatpants in his living room.
So, fun fact about this is that when they were scheduling it, they're like, just so you know, I was trying to get very like specific times. Like, some of these people, some in the crew run late. And then when we got John Cena, they're like, hey, John runs early.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
One thing I'm very curious to ask all these people is what their guilty pleasure is, what's something they love that people wouldn't expect. And in my research, I found out John Cena loves BTS. And I'm kind of glad we didn't ask him about it because he would have gone on a 6-minute answer. Like it would have been the whole interview.
Though.
But I watched him on Fallon and the first commercial break, it was just about BTS. He didn't talk about his projects. He didn't talk about the 3 movies he was there to promote. He just talked about BTS.
I mean, he clearly understands fandom and franchise, and like he gets it. And I can't stress enough how amazing that answer was, even though it took up 4 minutes.
Whenever anyone asks me for the rest of my life why Fast and Furious is great, I'm just going to play them John Cena, and I'll be like, there you go.
Rick, did you freak out when he said what did he call them? Coiners? Tinkers?
Tuning culture.
Tuner culture. I was like,
tuner culture?
Fuck. I was like really excited. That's what they call like any foreign car that you can like mess with and like adding exhaust and all that stuff. You call them tuner cars. My first question for Justin Lin: does he know that
he changed our lives?
Yeah. Does he know that he changed our lives? Does he know that it's the most successful and probably the best franchise of all time? Is he aware of that?
How rich is he? That's what I want to know.
He deserves all of it. So no, Justin Lin, who we're going to speak to today, which is insane. He came on at Tokyo Drift when this franchise was kind of a joke.
He turned it around.
He turned it around and he directed 3, 4, 5, 6, stepped away for 7 and 8, and is now back for 9, 10, 11. So It is just totally...
Wait, there's gonna be 11?
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, Kelsey, but they actually did announce that the franchise is coming to an end with the 11th film. Vin Diesel is rounding out his storyline.
Jeez. Wow.
First, let us say, Justin, we are huge fans of you and your work. I know that Kelsey bought a car after seeing Tokyo Drift because of you. Like,
wow. What did you buy? What did you buy?
Well, it was my father. He was retired and didn't know what to do to like make a relationship with his daughters better. So we said, an SRT10, please, candy red. And it happened.
Nice.
So thank you.
That's a great story.
Yeah, I've been trying to go down the line of all of the cars that have been introduced. I'm in an AP2 S2000 right now because of everything. But like, my main question for you is: do you feel like it is a badge of honor that the RX-7 is now like $30,000 because of your movies?
It's crazy because one of the stages of the process that I so much enjoy is kind of curating and casting the cars, Yeah. And I think growing up in LA, I drive all the time. And I always feel like, even though I'm not a car guy, what I drive is an extension of me. And that's something that like I take a lot of pride in. And I remember when we started Tokyo Drift, we had like the audition. It was at Irwindale Speedway, and you show up and it's like 200 cars with their owners. And you could just feel that connection, know? And it like always breaks my heart when I don't choose a car. But it also, when we end up, I remember the Monte Carlo that I chose. It was just sitting in the corner by itself and it was kind of beat up. And I thought, that's the perfect car for Sean. And that's always been the spirit of kind of how we do these things. And so when the RX-7 and Han, it just felt like a perfect match. And so to me, it's not even the car. Like now when I go out and I see the black and orange cars, it just felt like, wow, like, we were part of that.
Speaking of Han, justice for Han, he is back. This movie has seemingly cars going to space. These are movements that seem to be birthed from the internet, from fan fervor. And I'm curious, how much does fan wishes play into the creative of this movie, of this franchise?
It's interesting, I feel like a lot of times I don't go on the internet and look at what people are saying, and we have internally, creatively, we have this amazing family that's been developed through the years. So a lot of the dialogue that we have, trying to push the boundary, we've been having for years, and it's amazing sometimes when we do something and then, we talk to fans and it kind of somehow organically lined up, but it's never, to me, I think it would be a disservice to strategize and be reactive, and it's always been our kind of mantra when we started to say, hey, we're not going to be like James Bond, like Dom is never going to be the same age. Like he's going to age, our character's going to age, and we're going to evolve with them, and it's amazing here doing a Fast 9 where our, heroes are actually mom and dad to a little kid, and so that is something that was very conscious early on. And so, I feel like that is something that, when it comes to pushing the boundary, that's also part of our philosophy. I think when we started, it was never a given that we were going to make another Fast and Furious film, and so I always felt like if we were lucky enough to earn that chance, it's our job not to repeat ourselves, and so part of it was to come up with crazy ideas, but never share it with the world unless it's the right emotional journey. And it was amazing. Like it was one thread in Fast 9. We're working on it. And I was sitting there and I'm like, holy crap, I think this is the one. And
go to space. Keep giving it to us.
But it felt earned. I remember I sat with Vin and he looked at me and we're like, yep, this is the one. We've been talking about it for a bit.
Well, thank you on behalf of all of us. Yeah, I mean, speaking of the characters growing and changing in this movie, in the trailer, it seems like Vin Diesel catches a car. So what do you consider the ever expanding rules of what these characters can and can't do, and how do you think, like, yes, it is cool for them to do something so larger than life insane, or where do you draw the line?
I always say that we have to earn everything, right? I know that's a thing that I know I say a lot, but it's true. I think that, it's our job to try to always push, but also at the same time, really, we can't push if we can't have the emotional connection, and I can say one thing about these trailers. There's going to be 2 big trailers now, and the world's going to see. And I think as a filmmaker, a lot of times, like it always like it sucks because you're like, no, see the movie. Yeah. And then trailer you always feel like it gives away everything. I can promise you, it does not give away everything.
What?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's still more that hasn't been shared. And at the same time, I think that the trailers do a really great job to give you a sense of feel and tone and scope. But I think part of the fun is going to is about going to see a film with your friends. But at the same time, you're going to see the connections of how all these things happen.
Can't wait. Truly can't wait.
I know Garrick here has been a fan for a long time, and he has a question about a car, right, Rick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. I have so many questions about cars. Anyway, okay. So for foreign versus American, where do you stand? Where are you lying? Like, are you more GTR? Are you more GT500? Where are you at?
I'm not a car guy, but I'll tell you, before I joined this franchise, I was actually, a TA at UCLA, and it was my first time being introduced to the tuner scene. I was TAing this a documentary class, and there was these 2 students that would go out to the desert in the weekend and they would race. Yeah. And they would bring back all this footage. And I didn't know that much about cars. And I was like, it's weird. Like, you guys are racing all these big American cars. Why don't you just go buy the American car? And they're like, no, it's pride. We have to do it. We have to tune it up. We have to. And it was that kind of passion. I really love the idea of it, and the fact that, again, these are not just, factory, level cars. It's done out of passion. It's done out of experiment. And it really, the connection of it, I love. So to me, the connection to that started that day, watching the footage from the documentary.
We have to wrap up, but we just want to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the movies that you have made. And with all true love, I mean this. You are out of your mind. Please keep pushing. We never want to see this stop. So go as far as you think we want you to go even further. Thank you, Justin Lin. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and please cast us in the next one. I know you guys don't have like a nebbishy Jew with a bad back, but if you want one, Garrick, I want you to transform.
I don't think I can do it.
I know you can.
I need help.
Because Skillshare makes it possible.
Oh my God.
Skillshare, of course, is the online learning community that offers membership with meaning, with so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. So, I've been like working on my cooking. I've been taking a cooking class on Skillshare because I've been trying to do more plant-based foods, and I'm feeling more confident in the kitchen.
I think I'm going to try plants at home.
Yeah?
I like that. I like plants at home. I'm going to learn how to do plants in my own home.
They've got some great classes. You've got YouTube Success, Script Shoot and Edit with Marquez Brownlee, Find Your Style, 5 exercises to unlock your creative identity, and Productivity for Creatives. Build a system that brings out your best.
Practice makes progress. With Skillshare, advancing toward a goal is achievable with short lessons and hand-on projects. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when compared to like pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription fee is less than $10 a month.
Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/guilty and get a free trial of premium membership. That's Skillshare.com/guilty.
He was cool.
He was awesome.
He's the coolest.
Also, LOL at him saying he's not a car guy.
Yeah, we caught him. We caught him in the act. But I mean, him saying like the whole pride of tuner guys is like beating American like big V8s, because all right, so like a Mustang has like 350 horsepower or something like that, and my little S2000 has like 215, right? So like me catching one of those cars in like the corners or anything like that, I am like, you fucking suck. This car cost $8,000. Yours was $40. I'm beating your ass.
God.
You wasted money. You're a piece of shit. I'm better than you. If I had your car, I would beat you way better, because they call it like driver mod. Like if it's like driver mod, bitch, like there's nothing you can do about this.
Funny. I love how much you love it.
I love it. I love it so much.
Also, him being from LA, when he was talking about growing up in LA and always being in traffic, sense. I was like, you're speaking directly to Garrick.
You're speaking directly.
I think Justin Lin is my favorite person ever. I want to be his friend. I wanted to ask them things that no one else has ever asked them before, but man, their answers are great. So we're not getting Vin Diesel. We tried, I begged, but if you could ask him one question, what would it be?
What's your favorite karaoke spot? Because
because
you have a great voice, man, and you should keep it up. I love it.
And can we come with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and can we come with you? I don't do karaoke. I won't be singing, but I will be watching.
Rick,
and
you
crying.
have just equally as good of a voice.
I don't. I really don't.
Okay, you're telling me.
I appreciate that, Kelsey, but
if Vin looked you in the eyes and was like, Garrick, I want you to come sing karaoke with me.
Yeah, you're fucking.
You'd be like, no,
I'm singing.
Yeah, of course.
What would you sing with Vin?
I would try to do like a duet of Stay with him. I've watched that video so many fucking times. Like, it's so weird because I'm like, wait a sec. I remember I was like, damn, that's crazy. Vin Diesel is singing. Damn. Wait, is this good? This is good. Oh, fuck. Can Vin Diesel sing?
Of course it is.
He has a heartbreak to the way he sings. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. It's really sad. It's really sad, and it will make you tear up a little bit. And the second question would be, if you could do a duet with Rihanna, how would it go? Would you take like the lower register? Would you take the higher register? Where
wow, Rick, you know a lot about singing.
Yeah, I do.
For a guy who
grew up in a
doesn't
church.
sing. Oh, same. Fuck.
I like the neon in the room. That's awesome.
The Michelle coming from you, an icon of fashion and design. Truly, thank you. I'm Kelsey, Zach, and Garrick. We're from the Try Guys Guilty Pleasures podcast. We are thrilled to be talking to you. And my first question, I have to start out. We are 20 years into this franchise. I grew up with this franchise, so that aged me a little bit, but it keeps getting bigger and better. Can you imagine that this was ever going to go on for this long and this big and this hard?
Absolutely not. I mean, back in the year 2001, when they first started talking about sequels, we were like, sequels are tacky, dude. Like, it was like taboo to do a sequel. Like, no, it was true. It was like not a thing that you don't do. You don't do sequels because they weren't cool. You know, the 90s kind of overdid them, and we were like destined not to go in that direction. And apparently...
Listen, we're
to 9. It works out.
It's just like, just
don't want to look you in the eyes and tell you how wrong you were, but my God, Michelle, you were wrong.
No, you know, we didn't hop back in till 4. So we were kind of like seeing if it stayed alive. You know what I mean?
All right, we'll jump back in.
That's what makes the trajectory so insane, though, is because it went up, it had this weird little divot, and then at 4, you basically rebooted the franchise, but with the original cast, and now it gets bigger and bigger. It just, that story, I think, is part of why I love it. It's so wild to me.
Aww.
Like I
it's
said,
a true redemption story.
We all grew up with it. So for me, as someone who daily tells her boyfriend to come upstairs and give me a massage, I have to just tell you that there are lines, and particularly your fashion has come full circle. And I don't know if you know this, but you're like kind of a TikTok style icon with fashion. Yeah, and like, big time. Yeah. Do you notice, like, when we watch the movies, we're like, those sunglasses, that belt, are you kidding me? Is that something you're aware of that is like so iconic?
I had no idea. I'm like a super casual, chic person. Like, I just love being cash and comfortable, and I'm like, how can I do this without wearing all that uncomfortable shit girls wear in movies? So like, I avoid the high heels. I avoid the bustiers. I avoid anything that makes me uncomfortable, and then I try to find a silhouette somewhere in between. Casual chic, I call it. That's sweet.
If you, Michelle, not Letty, not the character, if you were able to cast your own car for, every set of movies, which one would it be, or what
Spider
would it be?
918.
Oh shit! Oh my God.
Yeah, that Porsche hybrid, baby. Sexy ass mother.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm like, what? 0 to 60, I whoop that ass. And then when it comes to the combustion engine and I got to get to 200 miles an hour or more, whooping that ass. Click, click, click.
Right. Not even shifted, just paddling it up.
That car is my favorite, hands down. Like, I'll
beautiful.
drop the mic with that.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That is stunning. I'm curious, are there our podcast is all about movies that people love passionately that maybe you wouldn't expect them loving. What is that for you? Is there one movie that you could talk about for an hour that people wouldn't expect from you?
Cabaret. Sorry. Money makes the world go round.
Anytime you want, Michelle, we will talk about that movie for an hour with you. Just let us know. Right. Absolutely down.
I'm sorry, man. It was just such a good movie. I just love the Kit Kat Club. The first time I ever left the country to go to a foreign land was to shoot Resident Evil, and it was my first time in Germany. Yeah. And I did go to the real Kit Kat Club, and I was just blown away. I was like, whoa, people have sex in nightclubs? This is cool. I was like, it smells funny here, but this is awesome. You guys are listening to house music and like full on having sex. Like, wow, okay. So this is what the world is like. Like, screw America.
Get that culture, that European culture that we don't have here.
Blown away, dude. I just couldn't believe how free people were. But by the way, Germany it wasn't part of the EU back then. You know what I mean? They were trying to find their new voice, and boy, did they have an interesting time getting there.
Well, Michelle, we have to wrap up. Again, thank you so much. You mean so much to all of us, truly. Yeah. And my last question is, when you are overseas, when you maybe go to Italy or when you are in Europe, do people ever just shout "Familia" at you? Because we tend to just shout "Familia" at each other whenever we're having a bonding moment.
We definitely get that in many different languages around the world when traveling. I think that Mongolia was the strangest place that anybody ever mentioned Fast and Furious and the family gimmick of it all.
Well,
but yeah. I mean, it's a global thing, apparently.
Yeah. The franchise is well known all over the world, and we thank you for keeping doing this. And please don't ever stop. And have a fantastic rest of your fest day. We appreciate you.
We want a Letty and Helen Mirren spinoff, so please give that to us.
Oh my God, I would love that. She's so
Oh my God, so cool.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Pull the
Like when
e-brake
Vin
for
comes
me,
up
darling.
with these crazy ideas, I'm all about it. Like when you see her just whipping that vehicle, like with him on the passenger side, I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. And not that many people know, by the way, about Helen Mirren's like 1970s, ordeals in movies. Like her and Peter O'Toole, that's all I'm going to say in one movie. Caligula, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, she's an icon, man. She's OG there.
And as are you.
Yeah.
We all shop online and we all see that promo code field that just taunts us at checkout. But thanks to Honey, manually searching for a coupon code is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. So get this, right? Like, so you're just shopping online and you order what you need and then you go to the checkout and then all of a sudden, the Honey button just drops down and all you have to do is click apply coupons. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch your prices drop. The other day, I bought a table on Amazon and Honey saved me $7, baby. That is the cost of a coffee or two that I treated myself to later in the day. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/guilty. That's joinhoney.com/guilty.
She was so nice.
I was like shocked. It's like, oh, is it my turn to talk? Michelle.
Guys, she's the coolest person I've ever spoken to in my life. Michelle Rodriguez is the greatest human being ever.
Yeah,
Wow.
it just goes to show how much like the movies made an impact on me of like what I really think of her as a person. Where like when she isn't that character, I'm like, oh my God, you're so like bubbly and upbeat.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask her, how did she master the scowl? The
resting bitch face.
The resting. I don't want to call it a resting bitch face.
Of
I want to
course
call
you
it the
can.
Letty face because I think she invented it.
Man. I mean but it is also funny to have heard her say that like they came back for 4, right? So she got to kind of sit and watch the franchise like, okay, is this going to be a thing? Like LOL at spinoffs not being
was funny.
The plan.
I remember hearing that they were like waiting to see like how it would go, like Vin Diesel, and they kind of like just put it on him. Yeah. And it is funny that they're just like openly talking about it as if it wasn't like even a bad thing. It's just like, no that's what you do, you idiots. Yeah. Well, you see if something is cool or not, and then you're just like, yeah, I'll jump back on.
And
we started it.
Did she also say the moment with Helen Mirren was Vin's idea, or was she saying Lin?
No, Vin.
Is he like an EP on this?
He's like Vin. One of the bigger creatives on it.
I mean, I guess I assumed, but...
No, Kelsey, this franchise runs through Vin. He is the mastermind. When you talk, even you heard Justin talking about, when they write the movie, they are sitting with Vin. He is the godfather of this thing. And that is why I have such reverence for him, is because, like, yeah, he has a reputation for being a specific man on set, but it's because he loves this franchise passionately and he loves the fan base, and he's like, no, motherfuckers, I'm not phoning it in. I am going to give them the best, craziest, most batshit wonderful franchise every single time. He loves this shit. I mean, they say never meet your heroes, but I just met 3 of them, and they're better than I even could have imagined.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Everyone should be lucky enough to meet Michelle Rodriguez in their life. That was just an absolute shot of pure happiness.
There is one more exciting surprise today.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think it is?
Deep down, reach deep into your soul. Who do you think is the last person that we might be speaking to today?
Are we going to talk to Vin Diesel?
Yeah! We're talking to Vin Diesel, Garrick!
Oh my God. I get to
We're talking to Vin. We're talking to
the deep timber in person. Oh God, or not in person, but okay. All right, I even have on my good clothes.
I was gonna just let you be surprised in the moment, but I'm like,
nightmare.
wait, I can't do that to you. And I realize now that this is rude to even give you this little bit of a notice. But if I couldn't be surprised with Vin, I wanted to pass that gift forward to you. So you get to be surprised with Vin. Garrick, we're doing it, man.
We're doing it.
You're finally talking to the man.
Wow.
The Dominic Toretto, bitch.
Wow. Oh God.
Whoa.
All right.
Dude,
Okay.
Can we just say trying to keep this a secret has been a nightmare for us? It started last week and I was losing my shit. And I was like, Zach, don't say anything. Don't just say we're signing on to do a podcast recording about something else, anything else. And then they came back with all of these things like, you have to be on the Zoom, you have to be in a waiting room. And we're like, fuck, there's no way to pretend like we're not interviewing him. And then we're like, well, what if we say we're interviewing everyone else? And we're like, fine. And then it was like,
our cover was going to be Bow Wow. We're talking to Bow Wow because he's back in this movie.
Why would I want to talk to Bow Wow? I would have not.
Like
Come
Mike.
on.
I would have said, I said, don't say Bow Wow. He'd be so disappointed.
Yeah. All right.
I know. What are we going to ask?
I got my. Do you think that he'll be mad if I ask my Rihanna question?
I think you should save that for a button. Save it as last question. Everyone's dying to know. It's been a question on my mind for years, and then ask it. That would be funny setup.
Yeah.
Is the question, would you ever do a duet with Rihanna, or what is the question?
No, if Rihanna asks you to do a duet of Stay, would you do it?
Oh, the answer is of course he would.
Yeah.
I almost wonder, we've seen you do Stay. What are some of your other karaoke staples?
Oh,
I love that he's doing press for Fast 9 and we're just like, right, so fuck the movie.
Rihanna.
We're here
The movie.
to ask about your karaoke.
Yeah, I shouldn't ask about Rihanna. I should ask about him.
We just need to start by saying, hi, hello, we love you.
Yeah.
I think the most important things we get from him are, I want him to laugh. I want him to say, Garrick, Kelsey, Zach, you are familia. And I want him to know that if he needs us in the next movie, we're here.
What is it with you wanting to be cast in the movie?
Kelsey, this is my moment. This is my chance. They're only making 2 more of these after this.
But didn't you go to film school when they would have big speakers come in and they would always say, when we go to question and answers, do not ask if you can be in a movie. That was always what people would come. Right, but we're familiar.
But that means that no one else is going to be doing it, so we can stand out.
We already got Justin Lin telling you that you can be in it.
If hashtag Justice for Han can bring Han back from the dead, maybe hashtag
Justice for Jewish in the
Justice for Jew.
They're gonna reboot the series, and then we'll all be in it when they reboot.
Yeah. I texted my sister and I was like, you'll never believe what I got to do today. And when I told her, she was like, are you fucking kidding me? I wanted to be Michelle Rodriguez so bad. I only wanted my boyfriend to lift me up by my butt in leather pants. She was like, did you tell him about Dad's car? I was like, yeah, I told you. I fucking told the director. She's like, I wanted to be her so bad. She was so cool.
Dude, when she was talking about the spider and she's like, click, click, motherfucker.
Yes!
I was like, wow, you're the best person.
She's so relatable. Okay, but best case scenario, he invites all 3 of us to his house to be in the next movie and to go to the premiere.
Worst case scenario, he probably still adopts us. So we got this.
And also,
I want to get it.
Maggie was saying that like she hopes we get invited to the premiere, and I was thinking, well, they might invite the Try Guys because that's who it's like from. But you better fucking believe we're going in as the Try Guys.
We're taking those seats.
Yeah.
We're taking those seats.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of.
We're already gonna rent our own theater.
Yeah, you think I can't buy a Keith mask and sit on my buddy's shoulders so we can wear a giant trench coat and fucking go?
I'm the bottom of the trench coat. Rick is on top of me.
Yeah, of course.
I love that.
Go.
Universal PR, if you're listening, let us come to the premiere, okay? Because then we can get our reaction episode out immediately. Otherwise, it's going to take like 2 weeks.
And
you don't want
what
that.
if we're on the red carpet and
weeks.
he looks over at Rick and is like, my boy, and like daps you up or something? Would you just die?
I would fucking cry. I would cry. I was thinking like just pure, just and just tears.
I was thinking, I'm so grateful that the tables aren't turned and that I'm not the one getting surprised. Because if I jumped onto a Zoom out of context and it was just Vin Diesel there, I would go.
God. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is I'm going to tell him this is a surprise that we surprised Garrick.
Yeah.
You're number one.
Oh wow, well, hey, surprise you. I sound like Sylvester Stallone when I do that.
I was like, what was that?
You can't do a Sylvester
strange
Stallone
Italian
impression
man.
for Vin Diesel.
I've met more famous people.
Yeah.
I just haven't met more famous people to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck less, truly, about most celebrities that I've had to work with. Like, but
I took tequila shots with Jason Derulo and P. Diddy, okay? Like,
Kim Kardashian did my makeup, and I was like, okay.
that's a big one.
And I was just like, she's just very kind. This, I'm like, oddly like, what is he going to think of me? Will he think I'm a good person? Does he think I'm
touched
kind?
Seth Rogen's
This
balls.
is the most
It's no
famous
big
person
deal.
I've ever met. So there you go. Congratulations. I'm sorry I'm not big time like you guys, but yeah, this is a big deal for me.
We are now going into an hour and a half of waiting for Vin Diesel to talk to us, and we've kind of lost our minds a little bit.
We've been told it was 15 minutes away, approximately 45 minutes. But maybe, you know what? Maybe that just means that he really engages and they say we're only going to get 4 minutes. Maybe we'll get full 10.
We are Kelsey, Zach, and Garrick with the Guilty Pleasures podcast. And Vin, I mean, we are almost speechless at getting this opportunity. And I just had to introduce us because I know that these two men would absolutely murder me if I didn't let them take up the entire 4 minutes. So I just wanted to introduce us, let you know we're huge fans, and we surprised Garrick here. I think he might be number one fanboy of Fast and Furious. So I'm going to let them fangirl out. And thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Oh my God. This is a huge moment for me personally. I think Fast and Furious is the only reason why I'm into cars. Honestly, it's one of the biggest things in my life. I still drive with a black tank top every time. Every single time. But I just want to know, if you could cast, Vin Diesel could cast your own car in the movie, what would it be?
Well, Garrett, that is, there's so much history. It's, as you know, this film comes out 20 years after the first one.
Yeah. Right.
So when we cast the cars, it's almost like casting actors because they have such a significant role. And I've grown a brotherhood with that Charger. As part of my family. I've spent so many hours of my life over the last couple of decades thinking about its significance, what it represents in my character. And what you'll find in Fast 9 is why it's so significant to Dom. As we watch Dom become a father, he reflects on his own father. And you'll see in Fast 9.
We can't wait.
Of the charge.
I'm curious, along that line as well, I know that you really grew up around astrology via your mother. Have you ever thought, what would Dom's star chart be? Do you know what his astrological sign is?
You know, my mother just left maybe 5 minutes ago. If I would have done this 5 minutes, I would have asked her. I would have brought her into the interview and we would have asked her together, because that's a brilliant question.
Man.
What star sign, if we can do even a lunar chart of Don Toretto, what would it be? In fact, I'm going to ask her that.
We have to know.
You know what? My DMs are open. Anytime you need it, right in there. You know, along that line of things that you're into that maybe people wouldn't expect. You're into astrology, right? That maybe people wouldn't expect that. Is there a movie that you could just gush about for an hour?
So many movies. My Fair Lady.
Oh,
yes. I love it.
Love My Fair Lady for sure.
wow.
Yeah. I could go on and on about My Fair Lady.
The Marvel scene alone.
I cannot believe I'm saying this already, that our time is coming to a quick end. But, you know, we are here. If you need us in 10 or 11, let us know. It would mean the world to us. Could you say, and really this is a question, are we part of the familia?
Yes, you are part of it. Look how brilliantly you represent the Fast family, just the three of you.
Oh my God.
That's kind of a testament to what the Fast family is, the diversity of it.
Yes.
God.
And you all represent that.
Oh my! I think you just made our entire life. We're so grateful, Vin. We cannot wait for this movie. We are such big fans of yours. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good rest of your press day.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Love.
And if you ever want to go sing karaoke, we know you're into that too.
Oh yeah.
We're around.
Action.
We're around.
Nothing would make me happier.
Beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Familia.
Yes.
He used the voice.
He used the
voice.
He did the kind of like a group voice. It was.
He went deeper than he does in the movie.
Oh yeah,
he brought out a little bit extra for us.
He was like, all right.
And Rick, you made him laugh.
You made him laugh. Wow.
Dog, what?
That is. As a comic, that's all you really want. Is just having a deep voiced ass dude in the back. Just
like trying to think of questions where you just like, let me just test the waters here. Let me just throw out a funny comment. And you fucking howled.
Light jab. That's all I needed. Wow. I love him. I love him to death.
And honestly, his answers were so genuine. Yeah. And like, I don't think people understand how intense these days are for celebrities. Is like I said, they're so monotonous, usually so boring, and people try to have fun, but it's like, no, they can only do so much. I think he genuinely enjoyed the fangirl stand-up that came from our fucking souls.
I think he loves us. This is my conclusion. Vin Diesel loves us.
Zach jokingly mentioned, I think he's going to like see us at the premiere or something like that, and be like, those are my guys. I think we can do that, man. I think that'll happen.
And remember when he called out the beautiful diversity of our show of our Fast and Furious love, but was he not fucking right?
This is what I meant. Like, this is when we went out and we were trying to make the movie. This is what This is it. He like, Vin, you brought us together. Thank you so much.
Yes. Honestly, like, in a way, he fucking did.
Yeah, he did.
He fucking did.
Yeah.
He did.
Here
are the things that I have learned today. Absolutely. Fast 9. It's gonna be the greatest movie ever made.
3 hours.
But truly, the people that make these movies have such an unbelievable passion. And I think people that don't know, and most people don't, why would you? Vin Diesel is not just the actor in this. He is the godfather of this series. He is the protector. And look, there is such a love here. And I know it's silly. I know it's crazy. That's why we love it.
Yeah.
But they put everything in their heart into making these movies. And honestly, I think the world is better off for it.
Yeah.
It's like 10 Tom Cruises in one movie.
Right.
Like just absolutely passionate,
Just
insane,
crazy,
balls to the walls. And like this day proved that, right? Justin even told us the trailers are nothing. They don't reveal what the actual movie has in store.
Fucking wait.
Which I just can't imagine what the fuck else they're gonna show. Like aliens, do we think?
No way. Well, here's also like, where are they? They have to do this 2 more. They have to get bigger 2 more times. We are in for
where are they gonna
like,
go?
Where are they going?
Well,
What about Vin Diesel's sunglasses inside? That was epic.
That was pretty cool.
Boss move.
It was
flex.
also very funny that John Cena called he called it the void. He's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like, it's a whole lot of nothingness.
a whole lot of nothing.
And how about we caught Vin Diesel right after he was hanging out with his mom?
Oh, hanging out
What a
with
sweetheart.
Familia before meeting new Familia.
The Familia, yes. And he wanted to have brought her into the interview to answer your brilliant astrology question, Zach.
Pretty good, right? I did my research for this one.
fucking
and
did.
Michelle Rodriguez, nothing like the intense,
Nothing.
hard characters that she
Nothing.
plays.
Yes.
A sweetheart, just
Genuinely,
the coolest person
my new
ever.
best friend. Yes.
Justin Lin, a visionary. Thank you, audience, for listening to the best day of our lives.
Yeah.
Truly.
You brought us here. You guys brought us here.
Yeah. The fact that you guys are as obsessed as we are is the only reason why we are allowed to fucking geek out at this shit. I feel like I've done so much blow and I haven't touched the stuff in years.
We basically just went to different celebrities to their face and go, I love you. I
love you so much.
I love you so much.
Please.
I love you, Ben.
Please be my mom.
Fuck Christmas. Fuck birthdays. Fuck all the holidays. Like, we'll never forget this fucking day.
Greatest day.
Greatest day.
And don't forget to subscribe. But honestly, it's only downhill from here. So
Yeah, there's
up to
nothing. We can't be.
Nothing,
I mean,
nothing can live up to it. Nothing can live up to it unless we have our girl on the podcast.
Unless Anna Kendrick
comes
on the podcast.
And this is your challenge.
Manifest,
Okay,
baby.
I take it back, guys. Fucking subscribe, rate us 5 stars, help us shoot to the moon. Tell your friends, because the bigger this gets, the more we're going to be able to trick people onto it.
Yes.
We're going to get Vin for 10 minutes next time.
Right. Yeah. Well, now we know he wants to watch My Fair Lady and Michelle wants to watch Cabaret. Like, why shouldn't they come on here?
Easy. We can have them as guests tonight. Let's do it. Let's hit them up. He's about to DM Zach right now with his astrology stuff.
If I DM him right now?
DM him.
Yes.
I think you got that.
You fucking won't.
I think now's the time to use that fucking blue check, man. Now's the time.
He wanted me to, right?
Yeah.
He like wanted me. Like he looked. He was like, "Yo, DM me."
He looked in your soul.
He was like, "Haha, yeah,
Yeah.
all right,
DM me."
His
right,
eyes with his sunglasses looked into your glasses and he said, I'm going to figure that answer out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
For
cute.
you.
The last, I actually do have a DM from him, and it's me. Well, a DM to him, and it's I tagged him. It was me watching the first trailer, January of 2020, and look how happy I am, just stomping. Maggie filming me, watching the trailer, laughing, cackling, screaming.
Wow. Did he leave you on red?
Let's see. Has he read it? Nah, he hasn't seen it.
That's almost as weird as when I videotaped you watching the Star Wars trailer in 2015.
That is a story for another time. I love it.
That is, listeners. We'll leave you with that mystery.
Garrick, where can they find you?
Garrick Bernard on hopefully all of the things. That would be great. We're trying.
My God.
We're trying.
What a day. What a day when it'll be. You can find me at Garrick Bernard on all the things, Kelsey Darragh on all the things, and Corn Diddy on Instagram.
On all the things.
I think I need to change it. It's coming. It's close to time.
I
right?
like Corn Diddy. If it's on both, go for it.
Real quick, also before we go, I want to give 2 absolute huge shout outs to my co-hosts. Gonna start with Kelsey. She just got a shout out from Miss Chelsea Handler on her book today.
Yeah.
If you don't know her book, Don't Fucking
Big
Panic
fucking
is.
things.
I don't know why I'm pitching your book. I'm going to pitch your book. A workbook to help you through anxiety and depression. It is just
biggest day of my life.
wonderful.
Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and Chelsea Handler. Kill me now. I have nothing left to do.
I mean, you love, like, she means so much to you, right?
Like, her books are, like, this is my Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
This is my Vin Diesel. Yeah.
By the way, the audience has complained that your books are backwards because they want to know what you're reading, but you're just a woman of mystery.
I know exactly where they are because they talk to me and tell me. And
there you go. And number 2, we've been talking about Solar Opposites, which Garrick wrote for, but we finally now have both been able to watch the entire season.
Yes.
His episode is out of this world good. So
No
funny.
pun intended.
A terrible pun. It was
bad.
kind of intended. I hated it. Guys, it's so funny. And when I tell you, like, Garrick always talks about his love for time travel, my jaw dropped to the ground because the main plot of that starts this episode off is about these kids trying to cheat on the mile in school. And when I tell you, I had this exact fantasy growing up.
That's so crazy.
I'm just so proud of both of you guys. What weeks?
Back at you, Dad. Back at you, Corn Diddy, who's shooting his Food Network show next week. No big.
Yeah, no biggie. No big deal.
Look at
No
us,
big
guys.
deal.
Look at us. We're like Paul
Look at
Rudd.
this
Who thought
Who
we'd
would've
be
thought?
here? Not us.
Look at this podcast.
All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.